When football breaks your heart, it's not just a game anymore.
In this video, we dive deep into the most tragic, tear-jerking moments in football history. Imagine watching your favorite player, legends like Ronaldo and Messi, not being able to hold back their tears, crumbling under the pressure. Moments when the impossible happens, missed penalties, devastating injuries, and emotional farewells. These moments will hit you harder than any defeat. But trust me, there's one story you won't see coming, a moment so shocking it left even the toughest fans speechless. Stay with me, because what happens next will change how you see the beautiful game forever. From breathtaking goals that freeze time to crushing penalties that steal dreams, football gives us moments we will never forget. These are the stories that remind us why we love football so deeply. You're here because you've felt it too, that rush, the heartbreak, the passion. But wait, what happens when a superstar accidentally injures a fan? Or when an entire stadium holds its breath as a legendary player misses a crucial penalty? Stay with me, because what's coming next will shake you. Now, I don't want to waste your time, so let's dive right in. Picture this. During a training session, Kylian Mbappe attempts a flying kick, but his target isn't the ball. Instead, he hits a fan. Panic sets in, blood rushes from her nose, and for a moment, the world holds its breath. But what Mbappe does next will leave you in awe. He rushes over, pushing through the security, refusing to leave her side until the medics are sure she's all right. And after the match, he does something no one expected. Curious yet? You're going to want to hear this. But that's not the only act of pure decency on the field. In a clash between Manchester United and Chelsea, tempers flared, and boots flew. Cristiano Ronaldo, in the heat of battle, accidentally spikes Frank Lampard. It was rough, messy, and easily deserving of a second yellow card. With Ronaldo already on a warning, a red card was inevitable. But here's the twist. Frank, in a moment of pure sportsmanship, steps in and asks the referee to hold back. A leader, not just in skill, but in spirit. But what would have happened if Frank didn't intervene? Let's not get ahead of ourselves. We'll get to that later. And if you think that's something, wait till you hear this. Messi, the man with 8 Ballon d'Ors to his name, was once swarmed not by rivals, but by children. Picture the scene. The kids leading PSG onto the pitch can barely hold themselves together. They break formation, overcome by the sheer awe of standing beside Messi. Air kisses are sent his way, arms flung around him. And how does Messi respond? In the only way he knows, with a quiet humility that's almost unreal. But let me ask you, what do you think goes through the mind of a legend in moments like this? Keep that thought, we'll circle back. Then we come to a reality we all dread. Every great career must eventually come to an end. Messi, Ronaldo, these two titans have redefined the sport, but nothing lasts forever. 2024 Euro and Copa America revealed a vulnerable side to both players, and for the first time in their careers, we saw them break down, not in victory, but in failure. Penalties missed, tears streaming down, Ronaldo crumbling under the pressure of letting his team down, Messi's heart sinking as an injury threatens to rob him of his last Copa America. Can you imagine being in their shoes, knowing the whole world is watching? But the story doesn't end there. No, not yet. There's one more twist in the tale, but we'll get to that soon. Here's the thing. Comparing these two legends? Pointless. They are football, and to see them in such raw moments, it's almost unbearable. But how about this? What happens when a player has the chance to score an easy goal, but chooses not to? That's exactly what Italian striker Paolo Di Canio did. With the goalkeeper injured, Di Canio chose honor over glory, catching the ball instead of shooting it. A rare act of sportsmanship in a sport where every goal counts. But could you have made the same choice? Hang tight, because the drama isn't over yet. Now, let's rewind to one of the most gruesome moments in modern football. Everton vs. Tottenham. Andre Gomes suffers a leg injury so severe, even the referee can't look. Son Heung-min, the man responsible for the tackle, is horrified, his face frozen in shock. It was an accident, but the guilt consumed him. Fast forward, and Son scores twice in a Champions League match shortly after, but instead of celebrating, he dedicates the goals to Andre. It's a moment of redemption, but can you truly forgive yourself for something like that? Think about it. And speaking of redemption, how about Messi's hug with Emi Martinez after the World Cup semi-final win? A simple hug, right? But for those who know, it's so much more. It's the embrace of a captain who recognizes the heart and soul of his teammate. That's the power of leadership, the power of connection, and it begs the question, what defines a true leader? Keep watching, because we're just scratching the surface. Football isn't just a game, it's a story of passion, honor, and unforgettable moments that make our hearts race. From Karim Benzema's journey to winning the Ballon d'Or, driven by the love and support of his mother, to the acts of fair play that restore our faith in the sport, these stories remind us that football is life itself. And it's in these moments, when emotions run high, that the true essence of the game reveals itself. But here's the thing, we've barely touched on what makes these moments so powerful. The highs, the lows, the triumphs, the failures, they all build up to something bigger. And what's next? How does a player bounce back from the lowest point of their career? How do they find the strength to fight on? There's only one way to find out. Stick with us, because the next chapter in this story is about to unfold. The young talents of today, like Kylian Mbappe and Alphonso Davies, grew up idolizing legends like Messi and Ronaldo, but now, they're stepping into their own spotlight. What happens when you stand face to face with your hero, the man you've idolized since childhood? Davies experienced that firsthand, and the moment Messi helped him to his feet after a foul became a memory he'll cherish forever. Could you imagine that? Standing beside your hero on the pitch, in front of millions? It's moments like these that show us how football connects generations. But, as time moves on, the question remains, who will carry the torch next? Football is more than just a game, it's an emotional roller coaster that brings us all together, through moments of joy, heartbreak, and everything in between. And these stories, they're just the beginning. What comes next will leave you speechless. If you think these moments were heartbreaking, wait till you see this. One player, once the highest paid in his prime, lost everything and died penniless. It's the most shocking fall from grace in football history. Click the video on your screen to uncover how it all went so tragically wrong.